Recent revelations from world leaders may be preparing mankind for a groundbreaking event. London, England, March 19th, 2002. Shortly after 8 a.m., the National High-Tech Crime Unit arrives at the home of 36-year-old Scottish computer engineer Gary McKinnon. They are there to arrest him on behalf of the United States Justice Department for hacking into top-secret computers at NASA and the Pentagon. McKinnon not only admits to the crime, but claims he uncovered evidence that the U.S. government was working with extraterrestrial beings.
I was obsessed with UFOs. I was dying to find out the information. The internet was a real enabler for finding out information by going to places you shouldn't be in because they were so open. There were a lot of text files that had lists of places, installations, military bases, Air Force bases, Navy sites, NASA sites. So there was a lot to go through. But I did find a goldmine of information. I found the spreadsheet was actually titled in the column non-terrestrial officers. As well as officers' names, it had ship names. None of these were ocean-going ships. It was astounding. They're not Navy, they're not the Army, and not even Air Force.
After McKinnon's arrest, he was told the U.S. government intended to sentence him to 70 years in prison.
At the time, I thought 6 months community service was all you'd do for Computer Misuse Act in Britain. We fought extradition for 10 years, and we actually won the case. But unfortunately today, the arrest warrant is still live, and I'm still on the Interpol red list, so I can't travel.
Is the U.S. government engaged in secret operations beyond Earth? Other, more notable figures have since come forward with similar claims. In 2013, former Canadian Minister of National Defense Paul Hellyer declared that the United States government and other governments around the world are working with organized groups of extraterrestrials.
Why do you say that UFOs are as real as the airplanes flying over our heads?
Well, because I know that they are. They've been visiting this planet for thousands of years, and there is what is called a federation of these people.
Paul Hellyer was a former Deputy Prime Minister of Canada and a former Minister of Defense of Canada. He was able to talk to a lot of important people within the U.S. and Canadian system, and it was his opinion, based on the sources that he had, that there are many groups that are here visiting us.
Paul Hellyer is not the only government official to come forward with alleged knowledge of a federation of extraterrestrial races.
Recently, the former Israeli chief of space security, Haim Eshed, came out and said that there is a galactic federation, and that indeed many world leaders know of and are in talks with delegates of the Galactic Federation. I don't know what to make of that claim, but when you have enough of them, a pattern emerges and it starts to take on a bit more gravitas in functioning as bona fide evidence.
Close encounters of the fifth kind are occurring at the highest levels of government around the world, and with entire factions of extraterrestrial beings.